The following film is presented in its complete theatrical version. It was rated R by the MPAA and may not be appropriate for children under 17.
Did you miss me?
What up? What up? What it do? Hashtag Raider Nation for life. What it do? How's everybody, man? I know everybody's feeling happy, bro. I know everybody's feeling blessed, bro. I'm feeling happy. I'm feeling blessed, man. The Raiders go out, and was it the greatest football game ever played? No, it wasn't. But was it better than what we've been seeing? By leaps and bounds, man. By leaps and bounds. The offense played better. Defense was phenomenal. I'm sorry. I mean, even if you do move, I don't give a fuck if you move the ball up and down the field all you want. If you can't get in the end zone, it don't matter. It don't matter. You could run the ball for 345 yards all you want. But if you can't get it in the end zone, that don't even matter. That don't even matter. You know what I mean? So that's just is what it is. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know how you got back over here, man. Honestly, I don't. I really don't know how you got over here. But bye-bye. Oh, that was the wrong guy. That was Pizzle. Nah, not Pizzle. I gotta go and fix Pizzle. I want this guy out of here. I want that guy out of here. Now, gotta go in here and fix the Pizzle situation. You know what I mean? Now I gotta go in here and fix the Pizzle situation. Hey, somebody fix that for me. T, can you fix that for me? T, you got the ability to fix that. Thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate that. Thank you, Dark. I appreciate that. Thank you for fixing that, man. That other guy is the guy I wanted up out of here. I don't deal with him. I won't deal with any drama going forward. You come in with drama, bye, Alice, to the moon. You're out of here. I don't have time for it. Man, 30-6, bro. We literally, the amount of people that we have watching right now is the amount of points that we put up. I feel like that's a lucky number. I like that number. I haven't seen us put up 30 points in, I can't remember how long. How long has it been since we put up 30 points, man? Because I know we damn sure ain't put up 30 points this year at all. At all. Nothing about this team looked the same to me. Not on the defense, not on the offense. Everybody looked like they got some spirit back, like some will to want to play. And that is a big difference when you're talking about a sport where men have to go up against other men. You know what I mean? Just saying. Raider Paul. You're gonna say that's all you're gonna say. Oh, you know, I don't get it. So you can't be happy with a win. It still ain't enough for you. I mean, had the other regime still been here, bro, I don't think you win this game. I'm just gonna be straightforward about it. But I'll save all of that for later on. You know what I mean? I'll save all of that for later on. Clifford, what's good with you, man? Milk was good. Ralph was good. All Eyes was good. Josh was good. Pizzle, my guy, was good. T was good. Khalifa, I see you, was good. Raider Pete was good. All Eyes was good. Was good. Raider Paul, Dark, J Dub, Joel Lee. Hello to everybody in TV land. J Dog, my guy. Sam was good. Hope all is well. Thomas Hernandez was good. I sees you. I sees everybody, man. Appreciate you all for stopping by and pulling up. Game was a phenomenal game, man. It really was. I mean, could it have been better? Yeah, we probably could have put up more points in the second half. Definitely going to have to work on that a little bit more. But the play calling, it looked good. You know what I mean? It didn't look great. You know what I mean? It didn't look great, but it looked good. You know what I mean? And good can lead to great. But bad can lead to worse, which could also, it could lead to good, but it could also lead to worse. And before the change, it was leading to worse. And after the change, it's leading to good. Like, it was just way too different. Raiders acted like a whole different team. I don't know what they are capable of. They did look like a whole new team. You know? Says we weren't trying to rub their noses in it too bad. Look, I got dragged through the mud for saying the things I was saying, man. All I'm going to say is actions speak louder than words, right? You can rah, shish, boom, bah, all the words in the world. But if you can't get your guys to go out and perform with action, then what is the purpose? I mean, is our head coach a great head coach? Yet to be seen. It's his first game, right? But I like the way he commanded the sideline for his first game. You didn't see all that arguing and throwing helmets and mad and all of that. You didn't see all of that. You saw, when they came out the tunnel, you saw a hyped ass team that looked like they was ready to come out and play. I guarantee you can go back and look at some videos of our entrances coming out. We ain't never been that hyped. We be hyped, but not like what we was today. We was hyped today. We was hyped today. And you know how we do over here. We give out game awards over here, man. We give out game awards when game awards need to be given out, bro. So tonight, we got the Modelo Award. We got the Modelo Award tonight. Tonight, the Modelo Award goes to no other than AP. AP, you're especial. Appreciate you, man. From LA to the CPT to LV. Thank you, man. Thank you for a motherfucking win, man. Sure enough appreciate that, bro. Sure enough appreciate that. Man. So AP gets the Modelo Award. I'm gonna have to give the nobody cares about me award again goes to the one and only Amik. The no one cares about me award once again goes to Amik. If you don't know what the no one cares about me award is, it's named that because no one cared about him. No one liked him. Nobody even wanted him here, but a selected few. A selected few. Right? So, of course, I got to give the Nobody Wants Me award out tonight. You know what I mean? To the one and only Meek Robinson once again for another interception on the season. Another fabulous interception on the season. I just can't get it award. That goes to Marcus Peters. Because this man gets his hands on the ball and he just can't get it. Love the way he played. He looked way more physical tonight. But just can't get it. He just can't get it. You know what I mean? And he gonna have to come down with those, man. He gonna have to come down with those interceptions. Love you to death, Brody, because I can't say nothing bad about you because I was one of the ones preaching to get you in here. So I can't say shit. You know what I mean? If you play bad, there's really nothing I can say because I was one of the guys that was cheering to get you in here. So I kind of got to eat it when you don't play right. Right? I gotta kind of eat that when you don't play well. You know, but it is what it is. Mama, there go that man. I gotta give the Mama There Go That Man award to the one and only defensive front. I'm gonna give it to the whole defensive line. I'm gonna give the Mama There Go That Man award to the defensive line. Nah, not AO4. He got a different award. But Mama, There Go That Man award, that go to the whole defensive front, man. Because, boy, every time they quarterback looked up, man, it was somebody making him break the pocket, making him run, making him move. So, the Mama There Go That Man award, that go to the whole defensive front line. All right. I told you I was better. I told you I was better award, that go to Hunter Renfrow. The I told you I was better award goes to Hunter Renfrow. Finally got some usage out of him today, man. We finally got a quarterback that ain't afraid to throw him the ball. So that award goes to Hunter Renfrow. Now, my other award is, I'm gonna call this award, I got my stunner shades on at night. I got my stunner shades on at night award goes to Aiden O'Connell. Kid played really good football. He had a stunner shades on today. Man. The stunner shade award goes to AO4. The tip of the cap award, that goes to none other than Mr. Patrick Graham. Tip of the cap. I'm glad somebody took the reins off, and I saw you coach a completely different style of defense today, bro, and I loved it. I literally loved it. You know what I mean? I loved every second of it, bro. I loved every second of it, man. Yeah, AO4 balled out today. Yeah, that's why he got the stunner shades on at night glasses, bro. That's the award. That's what the name of the award is. The stunner shades on at night. You know what I mean? So that's the name of that award. Yeah, man. Patrick Graham played a phenomenal style of defense today. I don't think I've seen us blitz that much in a very long time. I don't think I've seen us send anyone after the quarterback like that in a very long time, bro. We were sending people after the QB today, man. It's just crazy. It's just crazy how you can make changes, right? And look, I get those that say, "Oh, changing in the middle of the season, it can have the effect of this." It can. I get that, right? You have the right to look at it from that side of the spectrum if that's what you want to do, right? But I also have the right to look at it from my side of the spectrum as to say, hey, you know what? Sometimes something like that is just needed. Something like that is just needed every now and then. A nice stern kick in the ass, and I honestly believe, you know what I mean? That's what happened. It was a nice, firm kick in the ass to the team, and booyah. You got 30 points in a football game. Look, I get it was the Giants. That doesn't matter to me. It's still an NFL professional football team. You know what I mean? And we went out there and we handled business. We allowed 6 points the whole game. 6 points. And that was a flimsy fluke ass touchdown, just kind of got us out of position. You know what I mean? So, in all honesty, this defense kind of played lights out, shut down football today. They really did. I mean, I think 3 or 4 turnovers today, if I'm not mistaken. I think we had 3 or 4 turnovers today. 8 sacks. A plethora of QB hurries. We even set one quarterback down for the day. So today's game was everything I've been asking for. I didn't come in here to really break down the stats and all of that. I didn't come to break down that stuff tonight. I will be back tomorrow night with the normal Monday night review show where we talk about, everything under a microscope. We put it all under a microscope and we talk about it. Tonight was just a post-game show. I actually want to take a listen to our coach's after-game speech. I didn't get a chance to listen to it. I was trying to put little man down and cook dinner and everything. So let's just take a slight listen to what our new head coach had to say about today's game.
Questions for you. Number one, your players and your coaches responded with only 4 days to what you wanted. Could you talk about the pride in that, please?
Yeah, we talked about that pride and poise and just getting back to being ourselves. You know what I mean? Everything that's going on is in front of us, not behind us. And the team effort you saw today is what we displayed in practice on Thursday and Friday, and I'm proud of those guys for that.
Second of all, you've had great wins as a player, but where does your first head coaching win rank?
It's up there. My stomach was, I had them butterflies before the game. That hasn't happened but 2 other times in my life, and it was special, very special.
Coach, the team looked rejuvenated. Seemed like some fresh energy, good execution. I was wondering, what did you tell them? What was the messaging to get that extra edge today?
Yeah, go back to our roots. How did we all get here? And I said it in the press conference, when you were in Pop Warner, you just had the joy and the love for the game. And I just felt like we lost that for a bit. Like I told you, came back on Thursday. If you was at practice, you would have saw it. Friday, same exact thing. And then just their focus throughout the building. I mean, obviously there's videos of the guys playing hoop, having fun, just enjoying themselves. But then when we went to the grass, it was work and business. And they understand that. But more importantly, they wanted to do it for each other. They just wanted that feeling, that joy that they're now celebrating, dancing, and having a great time in their locker room.
Coach LT Lewis with TD.
Now, I know I can't continue with the whole thing or whatnot, but just in those first couple of questions, man. You have a guy here at the podium, man, who looks very comfortable, looks very composed, looks like he knows how to voice himself without saying, you know. When a person continuously repeats the same thing over and over and over and over again, they're searching for something to say. Because the truth comes out so easy, and everybody don't know the truth. So you can't say, you just can't sit there and do that. This team sounds like it has a newfound energy. It sounds like it's found its will to want to play again. Davante Adams didn't get used a lot today. But you know what you saw on Davante Adams' face today? A fucking smile, bro. You saw a smile on Davante Adams' face today. Why? Because the offense actually performed. There were times where they tried to get him the ball, whatnot. For the most part, DA gets double covered. He gets double covered a lot, for the most part. So when they do find an opportunity to give him the ball, they try. I like the fact that they got Tay involved. They got Abdullah involved. They got Jacobs involved. They got Zamir White involved. They got Renfro, Myers, DA, Carter. Like, they used their weapons. Everybody got a chance to get fired out the chamber today. Everybody was a bullet, and everybody did something with the ball. Now, Josh Jacobs' last run kind of pushed him back underneath the 100 mark. It is what it is. You know what I mean? I truthfully was expecting him to break 120, 130, especially since he had 86 in the first half. But you got to give credit when somebody comes in and shuts. Because I won't lie, man, the Giants defense did get a lot better in the second half. You know what I mean? Especially against our run defense. They started, doing a little bit of stunts, masking the defense a different way before the snap of the ball. So I got to give them their props on that. They found a way to stop us from putting up touchdowns, but they never found a way to get past our defense. Just that one time, like they said, one time at band camp. It was that one time at band camp. I mean, do that really count? It's band camp. Just a question. Let's get into the chat, man. Because this is actually y'all night, man. So I'm gonna scroll back to the top. Let's see. So I hope McClowney saw today's game and was crying harder than he can't get players to crying harder that he can't get players to play for him. Yep. Yeah, I feel that. Well, what else we got? McDipshit was doing the same thing Paula was, punching the air. Okay. See, McDummy was watching, realizing he was the problem. Yeah. McFlatulence hanging by a campfire with Chandler Jones tonight. Chandler Jones over there all on fucking IG during the game live with some stupid shit, bro. That dude, bro, he tripping. Well, McBitch couldn't win against the Bears, so it shows it was all on the JMD. It was. Every time AOC got good plays, Paula was punching. Y'all gonna leave Raider Paul alone, man. Y'all gonna leave Raider Paul alone, man. I told my grandpa if we limit the little penalties and flags, we could beat the Chiefs. You can. I mean, with that, if that defense continues to play the way it's playing and definitely played today, I don't see why you can't beat the Chiefs at least once. Even if you don't sweep them, I don't see why you can't beat them at least once. One more for the nation. Tonight was to party like a Raider. Happy for our team to win. Exactly. That locker room looked live too, man. It just feels good to be a Raider again. Exactly. I don't get Paul why he hates AOC. Same guy who wanted Hoyer to start over the rookie. Same guy that didn't want Derek Carr here either. But, you know, everybody's entitled to what they so feel to feel. You know, if you went off sides, Coach AP would make them do mountain climbs and crab walks. You went old school Pop Warner on them, huh? Yeah, you went old school Pop Warner on them. He said, "Oh no, Paul said Aiden did great, and we might be SB on other chats." John calling people out, huh? Did you do that, brother Paul? Was you over there on other chats doing that? Said I caught that too, John. Everybody caught you. Everybody saying they caught you. You see the post? Yeah, I saw that. No, I didn't see the speech. I just saw them smoking cigars in the locker room. Saw Mark Davis smiling. It is what it is. Once Adams gets his TD, Paul, once Adams gets his TD, Paul, that's why he's the GOAT after saying to trade him. I need DA to do something, man. He's killing me in fantasy. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I know it's about more than just fantasy. I mean, we got the win, and I ain't tripping, but Brody is killing me in fantasy, man. And I don't want to bench him because I feel like if I bench him, he's gonna fucking go off, bro. I just have to leave him in there, and it's killing me, bro. Every week for the last couple of weeks, it's been killing me. Not to mention my other star wide receiver is still in IR. You know what I mean? Justin Jefferson. So my two star wide receivers, man, they are killing me right now, bro. They are really killing me. You know what I mean? I done took 2 more L's in my fantasy football, and that shit is killing me, bro. I'm very unhappy about it. When you let players lead, they'll hold each other accountable. Yeah. You know what I mean? You will. McDumbass was full of shit. He knew how to talk. He just couldn't say he didn't care. That's a strong statement right there. That's a strong statement right there. I can get behind it, but that's a very strong. I told you when you're an egotistical maniac, bro, you know what I mean? And you can't own up to your own mistakes, then that's what you get, you know? And you get somebody who doesn't care. And I'm sorry, in today's world, that doesn't fly, unfortunately. It's not like old school football where you told somebody to toughen up, be a man. You know what I mean? Suck it up. You know what I mean? Have some pride. Right? Now you got to care about people's feelings. So when the moment you don't care about somebody's feelings and they get emotional or whatever, then they can't focus, and then they can't play, and they can't produce. So in an instance, you gotta kind of care, bro. I mean, you've always had to care about your players, but now I think you have to care just a little bit more, right? You have to be you kind of have to be a player's coach in order to get these players to succeed and play, you know, good football. You kind of got to be a player's coach these days, you know. So that everything about old school football is leaving. Even that hard-nosed bullshit coaching style, you know what I mean? Of not giving a shit, that's leaving too. You know? So the Giants have a top defensive line. AFO helps us win. It's just the Giants. Okay. Adams even had fun when Trey got his deep catch. Like, yeah, that's him. Look, all DA was saying was, man, if you ain't going to use everybody else on the team, then fucking give me the ball. If you ain't going to use the weapons, then damn it, just throw it to me. Or use the whole damn offense like it's supposed to be. DA was out there banging in the blocking game for JJ today. He was. I saw him throw a couple of blocks. I saw him miss some too, but I saw him block. So he compared his high school team to the Raiders offense. It was like McDaniels could be great at X and O's, but he didn't have a clue on how to lead. I don't even know if he was great at X's and O's, bro. It's the more and more we get into Tom Brady not being with New England, and the worse and worse they get, you wonder, was it Brady or was it them? And the way it's looking, it was Brady. Say what you want. Everybody in the NFL tell you ain't nobody got a crazier work ethic or more of a will to want to win in the NFL than Tom Brady did. Go ask any of his ex-teammates, bro. Nobody had more of a will to want to win than Tom Brady. So you kind of gotta wonder. You see New England and they don't look that good, bro. I'm sorry, they don't. They don't look like what they used to. And they haven't since he left. So the question is up in the air. Was it them or was it him? Because he's won a Super Bowl since leaving. They have not. With that 27-0 lead, I would have been worried with McD as the coach. Hey, I would have too. Because he's let leads slip away before. You know what I mean? Right, Jay? I guess I'm just a Madden scholar and never been in the locker room. Okay. I know there's probably messages before that. Said, man, it just feels fabulous watching this game with the entire nation at 28 West Bar. If you've been there, 30 I'm not from Alhambra. I worked in Alhambra and I know where 28 West is. I've never technically been in there though. I think 28 West used to be something else before. And I may have been in there when it was something else, but I've never been in there when it was that. I might have to go by there one day though. I might have to slide in there one day, man. After I finish working out my trust issues. I got trust issues right now, bro. That's why one of the reasons you don't see me around that much anymore, bro. I got trust issues right now. Being honest, I don't know who to trust out this piece these days anymore. So that's why you see me very limited. Those who know I trust them, they know I trust them, but I still got trust issues. When asked if the playbook was dumbed down, Jacob said no, and that the players' input of what they liked and agreed will work. was incorporated. Imagine that. Big change overnight. Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. If you come in, look, if you try to game plan by yourself, hey, there's always going to be an issue, right? But if you let your players do what's comfortable, what they feel like they can get done and can accomplish, and don't set the bar too high, amazing things could happen. 30-6 win. You know, I don't care who it was against, bro. It was 30-6. And that's all that matters. You know, that's all that matters. Says, yo, Dirty 28 West on Sundays, bro. I kid you not. Nothing but Raider fans. Of course, has NFL ticket, but once Raider game comes on, all screens turn on to the Raider game and the DJ. For sure. Like I said, one of these days when like 2 or 3 of my homies ain't doing nothing, I might slide through there. But at this point in time, I'm not going anywhere by myself. I said I got trust issues, so I'm not going anywhere by myself right now. Just because I'm trying to stay out of trouble. So if I got my friends with me, my friends will keep me out of trouble. If I'm by myself, I'm likely to get in trouble, especially if I have to defend myself. So yeah, it's Brady. Belichick, who some consider the GOAT of coaches, has been on the hot seat and can possibly be fired since Brady left. If we're being honest, Circus, I feel like he should have been fired the following year when Brady left, because he was the one who decided he didn't need Brady and he could part ways with him. So, you know, they took his advice. They felt like they could move on from Brady. And yeah, as you see, it was a bad decision. You know what I mean? It was a bad decision. So sometimes you got to pay the price for that. You know what I mean? The Clowney reminds me of straight out of West Point, Colorado, to a company of enlisted and not taking any info of the boots on the ground. We were lucky enough to have kept Renfro, Jacobs, Adams, because McDum would have sold and left us nothing. Takes his chip. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, my co-host is here for the evening. I know you guys have been waiting on him. I know he's got a lot to say. Y'all already know who it is. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage my friend, my homeboy, I could actually pretty much call this dude like fam, bro. He like a cousin to me, bro. Like, you know what I mean? We talk outside of this. Ladies and gentlemen, from LA to AZ, the king of controversy, up for review, Mr. Jay Tizzle. What's up, JT?
Yeah, what's good, man? What's good?
How you living?
I'm doing good, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
World's treating me right, even though, work's kicking my butt, but I'm feeling good, It's a good Sunday. Seeing a different team out there on the field today. So, like I said, I'm still up in arms about it. I need a better team to be able to judge what we can do and what we can't do. Again, it's just a team we was better than, so I enjoy the victory though. I like seeing us put teams away that don't deserve to be in the same field. That's what I like seeing. So I'm happy with today's performance, unlike the other ones that we had.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, today's game was a really good game, bro. Like I was telling the people, when you looked at today's team, it looked like they had some life. You know what I mean? The players looked like they had some life, bro. You know what I mean? Like they had a will and a want to be on the field. I hadn't really seen that in a very long time from our players, right? But today was just kind of like, now we also got to remember, we can't just be like, okay, it's got to continue. But the way this team played today, they look like a team that if they played like this all year long from the beginning, oh, bro, we'd be the topic of conversation. Just saying, based off the pure want and will that they showed today. If they would have played from the beginning of the year like that, I honestly believe we could be the topic of conversation. You know what I mean? Up there in that 5-2 realm. You know, that's just my thought. You know what I mean? Just my thought. But that's just what I took from the day, man. Like I didn't really come into tonight's show to break down stats or nothing. Just to take a look at the difference a head coach makes. It's just a difference. You can't say that it's not. It was just proven today. Should we have put up more points? Yes, we should have. But did we put up more points than we did in 3 games today? Yes, we did. Got boo-bapped in Detroit. Got boo-bapped in fucking Chicago. We put up more points today than we did in both them games. Defense was getting off the field. They had, I think, 4.
Well, they had 8 sacks.
I know they had 8 sacks, but I think they went for it 3 or 4 times on 4th down, and we stopped them every single time.
Yeah, I don't think they got. I don't think they got a fourth down. Play. I don't think they got one off.
They shut down Barkley. He didn't have a phenomenal day. Sent the quarterback out at the end of the first quarter. You can tell me, oh, well, he just kind of collapsed. I don't give a fuck. It's all from the first play where Max Crosby made him do some weird, crazy-ass move to try to run away, and his fucking knee gave out, and that's what happened. So Max did that.
Yeah, he gets credit for the sack. I don't know how much he did. But I get what you're doing. I get what you're saying.
Look, if Max doesn't get in, force him to make that move. He doesn't make that move, he's perfectly fine. But because of Max's actions, led to somebody else's actions, which led to him not having any action for the rest of the day. What up, Circus? What's good? Boss Raider, what's good? Sebas, what's good? We the people, what's good?
I'm not upset at all, man.
Yeah, Tyree got a sack today. I mean, it was a gimme, but he got one. He got one. I mean, he was getting pressure. I saw that. I did see him getting pressure today. So, like I said, I felt like that whole defensive front, that whole defense just played a completely different defense today. I saw blitzes. I saw more blitzes than I've seen in the last year and a half, just in this one game. I saw us getting after the quarterback from the defensive line, from the linebacking position, from the defensive back position. I seen us getting after the quarterback today. That's what I want to see. Put some pressure on this guy. You know what I mean? Force them into throwing some bullshit, throwing it away or throwing it short. You know, that's what I want to see. I don't want to see sit back, let the game come to us. Because when they bring the game to us, we don't seem to be ready. But when we take the game to them, they don't seem to be ready. And that's how you gotta play it. You
Gotta
said what's
dictate the
good with
pace.
you,
Like I know people sitting there like, why am I not celebrating? I was like, man, I'm celebrating. I'm just calm, man. Like I said, I had a long week, get my voice back. I'm just not in the uproar, But like I said, I'm like very satisfied with what I saw. Like I said, we put a team away early and then we still stepped on their throats later. That's what you're supposed to do to a team that's beneath you and under you. You know what I'm saying? Like an underwhelming team, that's what you do, especially to a third string quarterback. You don't let them get comfortable. I mean, you just take advantage of the deficiencies, and that's what we did. Honestly, today I saw a team that was enjoying football game. I saw a team that wasn't just showing up to a job; they were showing up to their career because they like going to their career. Like before, it was like they just showing up to get paid because it was just a job. But like this was like pure enjoyment. Like I said, I know a little bit more than most people do. Like I have a little bit more insight behind the scenes, like the locker room atmosphere. It's a locker room again. I think Hunter Renfrow said it earlier in the week. When he was getting interviewed, people aren't walking on eggshells. People don't know what to say. People don't know who they can talk to, who they can trust in there. I mean, it's just it's just things that I've known for quite a long time. I've been expressing, but people just want to deny, didn't want to believe it. But like I said, I'm still up in arms about it because this was a team that we did already had us beaten. How much I had us beaten by, I didn't think we would do what we did, so that was impressive. But I want to see it against a team that a game that's 50-50 now. I gotta see us. We gotta win 50-50 games now. That's what I want to see. Like I know a lot of people are happy, and listen, I'm not happy with this. Like this was expected. I'm satisfied, but for me to be happy, we got to beat teams that we weren't supposed to win. We got to beat teams on the road that we weren't supposed to win on, like Kansas City. You know what I'm saying? I guess we can say San Diego I mean, not San Diego, the Chargers. But Miami, those games like that, if we win those games, then that's when I'll be happy. That's when I'll be like, okay, we've turned the page. But just being the team that we were supposed to be, I mean, I'm happy we won. But it's not nothing I'm really gonna get excited about. This was anticipated. This was supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? This was expected. So, once I see more from the team, I'm not just like I said, I'm not gonna get excited just over one win. We've had a couple wins before. We beat teams that we didn't think we were supposed to beat, even though we were supposed to. So I'm not gonna get overly excited over just one win.
It's not overly exciting, but what I will say is that the other teams that we were supposed to beat, we should have beat like this convincingly.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Convincing win.
Not as close as those wins were, but it should have been win like this, which is convincingly. Which when you look at the scoreboard for today's game, it looked like we fucking marched
domination
down the field on these dudes. Like it was, you know what I mean? That's what you want. If you miss the game and you go to check this, to score, that's what you want to see against an opponent like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what you want to see. And that's why I'm happy, because the style of game that I saw today was the style of game that I was looking for against such an opponent as this.
Yeah.
Dangerous, but not deadly. You know what I mean? A dangerous team, but not deadly.
I don't even think they're dangerous.
I do. That's why they do have a couple of wins.
Sure. Yeah. I think. Who do you think is more dangerous, them or the Buffalo? I think Buffalo's dangerous, but I still had us being Buffalo.
But if you play a really, really good defense on Buffalo, it could definitely go in your favor. I mean, all you really got to do is rattle the shit out of Allen, bro. Once he's rattled, but it don't even matter. We don't play them again. So, I'm moving on to somebody like Kansas City. Kansas City is a deadly team. They're deadly.
Yeah,
Um,
I had
they
a
did
split in the
today in
season
Miami.
series, so yeah, like I had a split in the season series. Miami, I've changed my mind upon it. I don't got us winning that game. Uh, like the more I see, then I'll assess it at that time. Especially now that we have different mindset in there, different characteristics. So I mean, I'll reevaluate that, but I probably will stick with what I picked earlier. Like I said, my what I said at the beginning of the season ain't changed. Like I said, I like what I'm seeing, things like that, but there's still things that I see that is very underwhelming. That I just need to see more. I wasn't too convinced with this. I liked what I seen, but it wasn't convincing for me. I won't get convinced until we beat a team that we weren't supposed to win at. That's when I'll be convinced.
Well, I look. Today's game wasn't about convincing anybody, only of greatness, right? Today's game was convincing people that changing the head coach makes a difference, and you can
Oh no, that's
see
what that's what it was. That
that's
was convincing.
that's what today's game was about. Today's game wasn't about nothing else but seeing if the head coach was the problem. And
Hmm.
today, the way they came out and played today, the way they were before the game, the enthusiasm that they came out with, like I've seen them enter the tunnel. Enter the stadiums, bro. Nothing like what I saw today. Smiles on faces. You know what I mean? Well, not you know what I mean when I say smiles on faces. I saw focused players, dudes that was ready to come out and play. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? It looked like
rejuvenated.
they
Yeah.
was like, yeah, let's go, let's get this, let's go. That's what I saw. That's what I wanted. That's what I was tuning in for today. I wanted to see what what difference would I see from this team without the head coach that I've been asking to fire for months.
I've been asking to
Almost
fire
a
him
year.
for about 2
I could
years
probably
now.
say probably a year now. It's probably been a year because I was asking for him to go last year. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? I saw it last year that this shit just wasn't gonna work. It just wasn't gonna work. Um,
I think
and now
everybody heard how loud I was last year.
rumors of all these other coaches that could be. Look, just let this man do his job right now. The job that he has right now, just let this man do his job. You know what I mean? I've answered the question of, because people have asked how many games does he have to win to be considered a head coach? He has to go 7-2. He can't go anything less than 7-2. He has to be 7-2 at the end of the season in order for him
To
to
be
get
hired or to be considered?
to be considered.
To be considered, he's got to win probably 2 more games, win 3 games.
No, to be considered, he has to go 7-2. I'm going to
No,
explain
he's
to you.
a
Let me explain to you why.
okay. That's what I was about to ask.
Let me explain to you why he has to go 7-2 in order for him to be considered for the job. The reason he has to go 7-2 to be considered for this head coaching position is the fact that he has to go 7-2 to make the playoffs. You have to make the playoffs like Versace did in order for them to consider not making the same mistake that they made letting Versace go. Right? That's one. Two, he has zero head coaching experience at this level of football. He's coached high school, but if I'm being honest, his high school didn't get better. It actually kind of got worse underneath his tutelage, and that's when he moved on to Arizona. But that was his first head coaching gig. So You know what I mean? I believe, you know what I mean, like it's his first coaching gig after playing. You know, so I take those as learning lessons because what he did, what he was able to accomplish over at ASU, you know what I mean? You can see how it spilled over into the NFL in the way that he commands, you know what I mean, the respect in the ear and the eye of his players. So without that NFL experience, that's a knock on him. You know what the other knock is. We ain't gonna get into that. You know what I mean? We don't really have to talk about that, but you know what that is, right?
You know,
And
I like what I saw today on the field. You saw what they made history with doing.
yeah, I did. But you gotta also understand where we're at and how it works and the
But he's
blowback
with the
of
right
it,
organization. But
right?
the organization that does do this is the organization he's with.
I know. Now I was just getting ready to get into the fact that, but we are one of them organizations that just does that, right? So, but hasn't always worked out for us doing that.
Has it? I mean, Flores.
It hasn't always worked out. It has not
Madden.
always worked out. Art Shell.
I mean, that's just yeah. But you got 2 Super Bowls out of it.
Lane Kiffin.
But Lane Kiffin was going to get hired regardless. He was sought after not just by us, but other people too. So I can't just sit here and say no.
John Gruden.
He won a Super Bowl. He's a Super Bowl winning coach.
Us.
Just because it didn't work for us doesn't mean he wasn't successful.
I'm just saying it didn't work with us.
But that's not because of him.
I'm just saying.
He's the reason. He was the reason why he prevented the team from winning. So the team could have won. It's just.
We'll just say, look, we have a history of giving people their first opportunity at head coaching, and it doesn't always work out. Dennis Allen? Dennis Allen? You gonna say we won a Super Bowl with him too?
I mean, I use what's it called? It wasn't a minority.
I'm just saying. I hope it works.
Our first time minorities typically work.
I like AP. I want AP to work. But what I'm saying is, for him to legitimately get a look at and be considered for the job as to being able to handle the actual responsibility, he has to go 7-2, bro.
So pretty much you're saying for him to get hired, you think he has to go to the playoffs?
He has to go to the playoffs, bro.
Well, if he's in playoff contention.
No, you have to make the playoffs, bro. You have to make the playoffs. You have to.
You have to.
Because Versace did.
That's just Versace, though. That's different circumstances.
Yeah, I get that. But you're talking about a season where no real star wide receivers. You know what I mean? Team kind of defense was you know. So when you have what's considered supposed to be better, yeah, you got to make the playoffs, bro. You got to do more with more.
I mean, but it's only more in one area. It's not better.
I understand, but you at least got to make even if you lose the first game, bro, you got to at least make the playoffs, bro.
Yeah, but I'm saying we're just saying on paper it looks better, but it's not on the field.
The other option I could see is that it comes down to the very last week and we somehow get bamboozled. We win, but don't make the playoffs because somebody else won that wasn't supposed to win or something like that. Like,
yeah, we don't have tiebreakers.
Yeah, so if we miss the playoffs in that style or fashion, he may still get a consideration. But if we miss the playoffs flat out because we didn't have enough wins to get there, I don't think he gets the consideration. I don't. And I'm just being fair. I'm just trying to be fair. I want the guy to get the job. I want the team to succeed. I hope every game they play was like what they played today. Enthusiastic, focused, ready to go. If they play every game like that, bro, I'd be ecstatic, bro. I'd be ecstatic, bro. But we still have to now put our business suits on and our ties when we start talking about who it is we're gonna hire as a head coach. We have to get into our general manager's chair, and our general manager's chair, we don't know who's gonna occupy that as of now either. And that's the other thing. If he goes 7-2, not only does he get the ability to save his job, but I think that saved Champ's job too.
I think he already has that locked up from what I'm hearing. He
I
is
believe
locked up.
he does too. I believe he does too. Champ on the level of Champ. I think Champ has his job locked up, but I just say 7-2. This solidifies Champ's job, and I believe if Champ is still there, then that is definitely a consideration. That's a helping hand for AP. But if we have to switch general managers, then his opportunity, it could dwindle from there, because the next GM is probably going to want to take a look at his own head coaches. So,
well, that's only the way I think we lose him is if he goes to another team to take on a head coach position, because he's proven he's a head coach. Like I understand people want to sit here and say this and that. If you want to look at track records, the track records of most people who get on head coaching position are repeat offenders. That shouldn't have got head coaching jobs again. He's part of the new era of coaches as well. Young, innovative, as well as former players. So he's part of that, fraternity and regime. So he was someone who's going to be a dark horse candidate, but I thought if McDaniels and what's called left, I thought he was going to be with him. But after getting more information, and and I remember what I told you in IG, I heard about it, but I didn't think it was him particularly. It was one of the coaches that spoke up. I knew it was more Patriot players that spoke up about it during the team meeting. So really, it was just like, it was just bad all around, man. Like, I knew it was bad, but damn, like, even the people you brought in to win over the team to have an extra voice turned against you was crazy. Like, I don't know, it just makes me feel even worse about the sabotage job and what he was doing. I just feel like it was, I don't know. But like I said, I'll talk about that later once I get my voice and everything back. But I personally disagree. I think if we get 8 wins, like I said, my prediction was we won 7. Even with Owen, like if he gets to 8 or 9 wins, I don't see how you can't bring him back.
So when he took over, we were what? 3-5?
Yeah, 3-5.
3-5, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if he goes 7-2, that makes us what, 10-7?
Yeah,
I think that's the mark, bro. I think that's the mark.
7-2.
If he goes 7-2, that makes us 10-7.
So what are the 2 losses?
I think you take 1 to Kansas City. And I don't know, you probably lose a flu flam game. But I think you get even with the Chargers. You sweep the Broncos. Of course, you sweep the Broncos.
Yeah, I think they're starting to look real good, man.
Huh?
I said they're starting to play a lot better.
I don't give a fuck. That's a rivalry game, bro. You take that. And didn't we already play in Colorado? So it's at home. Oh, man, I ain't trying to lose to Denver at home. We haven't, and I don't want to.
Mm-hmm. But I don't think we lost to
I don't think we've lost to Denver, and I know we haven't lost to San Diego since we moved to Vegas in Vegas.
Yeah, I don't think we'll lose to San Diego again. Uh, I mean, like I said, but like honestly, it's we'll see. You know, like I like the direction. I like the leadership. I like his instant turnaround of the locker room. He's 100% a player's coach, but he's not a dictator. But he definitely commands respect and demands respect, and he demands excellence. You know, uh, like honestly, dude, I think we kind of lucked into it. To be honest with you, I really like it. From the standpoint of the players that we have, especially with the young players and how he teaches young players, how he came from college and how he's you know, he's able to teach up guys that look better, in the standpoint of a week, guys look better, guys look more comfortable, guys actually understand the game plan. Guys aren't, like how many penalties do we have today actually? I think
Tonight, not many.
yeah, like I said, I think it was a clean game. And
It was
and that happens when you're comfortable, when you have a comfortable lineup, and it's just and it's not like they're familiar with it, like with his system or his coaching. So that's the thing. For it to be that much of a transition, that smooth, ain't no like you've already like messed up one time by passing up on an intern guy who would have been was a perfect fit for the team that he was at, and now
we had 4 penalties for 30 yards today.
I'm just saying, man, I could
They
live
had
with that every game.
they had 3 penalties for 8 yards.
Man, like that's a really clean game
We had
for
two.
for
We had two
Raiders.
interceptions. We had 2 interceptions today as well.
Yeah, I mean, I
We
was expected though from the third
back
string, so
8 times. We held the ball. They held the ball longer, but we held the ball for 28-25. They held it for 31-04. See,
yeah,
that's an even amount of time for your defense to really be on the field. Their third down efficiency was 3 for 12. Ours was 5 for 14, which we gotta fix. Playing against better teams, you're gonna have to be better with that. You know what I mean? They were 1 for 5 on fourth downs. We were 0 for 1. Yeah. So we punted 5 times, they punted 4 times. Most of our punts came in the second half. So
I'm just trying to look. I'm just looking at the plays.
Daniel Jones is out for the year. Yep, looks like Daniel Jones is out for the year. Looks
Oh
like
yeah,
he
yeah. He when his knee buckled the second time, yeah, you knew what it was. He tried
yeah.
to play through it, but when the team came out, it was a wrap.
It's either his MCL or his ACL. One of them is gone, bro. Because I know exactly what that was because the same shit happened to me, and that's how I ended. That's how I ended my football career, bro. Exactly just like that, bro. Except for I threw the pass. I threw the pass still, but I didn't take the fucking sack. I threw the touchdown. I threw the
Yeah.
touchdown, but that was it. Man, my knee was gone. And it was lights out. It was over. Good night, everyone. That's just how my shit ended.
I'm thankful I never had that, but
What up,
yeah,
Rafi?
yeah. But what I like today, like if I had to say what I liked the most, there's only one. They only had one drive over that was sustainable, like over like a double-digit drive, like 10 plays. Now, even with the Giants offense and how inept they were, like I still think that was one too many, but I could live with that. Just one drive that was a double-digit drive, and
Yeah.
I think it was 10 yards, but they ended in a punt because I think of a penalty. So like that's definitely an improvement and a step in the right direction,
But
and
my
things
thing,
I like
I
to see.
don't care how well you move the ball. If you can't get in field goal range or the end zone, then I don't really care. You can rack
Yeah,
up 375 yards on the ground, 465 yards in the air, but if none of them lead to touchdowns or field goals, doesn't matter to me.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but that just goes to show that
That just tells me,
there's
you know what that tells me? You started from the 20, you made it to the 40 or the 50 every single time, and then you ended up having to punt because your field goal kicker couldn't kick it. Or you went for it and we turned you back. You know what I mean? And that's what a lot of what really happened today, you know what I mean, was them going for it on fourth downs and getting stopped, which was big. You know what I mean? We had four stops today on fourth down. So you can move the ball from the 20 to the 50 and the 40 all you want to, right? But if you can't get no points up out of it, I don't give a shit. My defense did its job. My defense ain't to go out there and create turnovers every single time they step on the field. My defense is to go out there and to stop you from putting up any type of points at all. And I believe that's what they did. So, you know, all 30 points came from the offense today. Defense did their job. They held up in the situations that they needed to hold up in. And you can't really ask for much more than that. You ask for more than that, you're just starting to get greedy, bro. You just want it all. You just want instant success. You can't require instant gratification all the time, bro. You know what I mean? Instant gratification is just not a good thing to always want and have. You know, sometimes you just gotta let it come as it comes. And I believe that's what our team is doing right now. They it's gonna come as it comes. You know, will it get better? I don't see why it shouldn't. I don't see why it shouldn't. You're playing pin the ears back, come after the quarterback defense now, which is a shock for a lot of teams. You got defensive backs that are getting interceptions, breaking up passes, you know, getting their hands on it. If nothing else, they're knocking stuff down, you know, creating fumbles. We may not get them all, but we create them. So for me, I really can't ask much more of this defense. Going forward, play like you played today. No matter who's on the field, play like you played today. Offense, no matter who you're going up against, play like you played today. If you guys continue to play like you played today, I don't see why you shouldn't be able to beat everybody 30-6. Treat everybody like they equal. Pin your ears back, get after the quarterback, force them into throwing error passes so you at least give yourself an opportunity to make something happen. That's a genuine style of football. And it works. When you make it too complicated and things that people are uncomfortable with, it don't work. But if you let players have some input, you know, find out what they're comfortable with, what they can and cannot do, your game plan becomes easier, execution becomes simpler.
Yeah.
The only reason they got 6 was because of a error in our defense. That's the only reason they got 6 was because of an error in our defense.
Well, I think the Giants are in position that we were in. They just didn't have a star player that they could like go to. You know what I'm saying? They just, you know, they wanted to be Barkley, but he's just not that guy.
Bro, he was hurt. He was hurt from the fucking opening, like the opening second carry or something like that. His opening carry or something like that, bro. Second carry. Yeah, he was hurt.
But that doesn't get you touchdowns. That doesn't get you points. Like, you know what I'm saying? When it comes down to red zone, you know, you need a go-to guy. And that's what I think the issue is. So when you can drive.
Quite really bounced back from that. He got blasted tonight, and he never quite bounced back from that.
Mm-hmm.
That's another reason why I say the defense did their job tonight. They put the hurting on people.
Yeah,
that's that old school Raider defense right there. When they used to put the hurting on you. Yeah, I like that. That's that shit that make me smile. This shit make me feel good. Make me feel like the NWA days, like I was hearing about, man. You know them NWA days when Raider Nation was NWA.
No, yeah, I mean, I like that. Like I said, it was just like I said, we punished a team that needed to be punished, and I like seeing that. But I, like I'm not satisfied yet. I'm still not fulfilled. I need to see more. I don't want to see it just because we can beat a team that we're supposed to beat. I need to see that from teams that were equally as talented as us, if not more talented. You know, like I'm tired of beating up on I'm just tired of beating up on the bottom feeders. Like, you know, I'm over that. And this was another one of those games. So I
Well,
liked it that we were more complete.
we'll play a better team next week. We'll play a better team
Yeah.
next week.
Like I can get a better judgment. Like right now, like, you know, I'm not really gonna judge anything. Like I said, I liked what I saw. It was nice.
I feel you.
You know,
I'm not
it was
gonna take the
convincing,
judgment.
but
I'm not taking the judgment as, oh yeah, you know. What I'm saying, like I said, I literally just want to see what difference this team would be under new tutelage. That's all I really tuned in for today. You know what I mean? Just to see if the tutelage would be any different. And I was thoroughly surprised, and I look forward to them, you know, showing me the same performance. Now, if I see the same performance come next week against a better team, I'm gonna be a little more excited. I'm definitely thrilled about the dub, man. Trust me. Like I said, 30 points, bro, is more than we done scored in the last 2 weeks. So, you know.
And honestly, we left points on the board.
We did, but it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
So,
I felt like
like
we
I
should have
said,
been up 28-0 going into halftime. I felt like we should have went for the touchdown, but you know what? It's all right. I get it. It's your first game. You winning. You just trying to hold on to that win. That's what I'm saying. Like, once you got up, you forced them into a passing situation. You up 21-0, you forcing them to throw the ball. You can pin your ears back and come after the quarterback because they got to throw now. Now, of course, you're going to play some run defense as well. You know what I mean? But even with the plays where they set up to look like a pass and they go run, while you pinning your ears back and getting after the quarterback, you got people in there to stop that run. Pass D can be run D as well. You know? So, like I said, the fact that I watched them do that tonight, you know, did we get gashed a couple of times? Yeah, we did. But did we give up a rushing touchdown? No, we did not. We gave up an errant throw, you know what I mean, to a guy in the back of the end zone that shouldn't have been there by himself. But you got to give it to the quarterback, you know what I mean? He kind of looked him off before he threw it, you know, and played into our defense freezing just a little bit, you know. So it happens. You know, but they went for 2 and we stopped that shit. You know, they went forward 5 times on 4th down. They got 1, but they got shut down 4 times, bro. I mean, you just got to enjoy that. Like you saw the biggest thing I saw today was the change in that defensive front, their attitude, the way they went about playing ball today. You know, so. And to hear people like Nesta J say, I'm free, I can now go out and play, you know what I mean, the way I want to play. My coaches is, you know, feeling it. And, bro, that's what I want to hear, bro. Adam Butler got down today, man. Adam Butler had 2 sacks today. 2. So, or 2.5. But I know I saw that boy doing his thing today. I saw some TFLs.
yeah, I just saw a lot of things that I knew we had. It's just when you have someone showing favoritism, that's where guys are getting frustrated. That's where guys are getting upset. I mean, I know guys are speaking out in the back channels, in the back rooms, and then you know
What up, Cash?
when you see them on the panels and they're talking, I mean, you can clearly see that it's just PR talk. the guys are clearly upset, and now I think it's more free. It's an open door policy in there with with AP, and like I said, like I said, it's more than just a breath of fresh air. You know what I'm saying? It's like the Wicked Witch is dead. So you got guys, being free. You got different families in the locker room now. You got your owner back in the locker room. Like you can tell, like Mark wasn't in the locker room for a while, but he been in the locker room the last 4 days. He was there again today. He on the field, he getting cheered. So I mean, it's a whole new breath of fresh air. But like I said, I'm not getting overly excited about it because I had us beating them. I didn't have us beating them this bad, so that's what I liked seeing that where they
I think
overachieve.
I want to address this real quick because a lot of this show has been about the chat too. I know we've been talking back and forth lately and ain't really gotten to the chat, but the chat. But a lot of the show before you came, a lot of it was me in the chat. So this is one of the things I want to talk about because there's a lot of things that you could say we need, right? But I think today you witnessed the development of some stud defensive tackles.
But you said stud?
Stud, yeah. I think you witnessed the development of some stud defensive tackles today. Give them some time.
I give them solid. I'm not saying stud.
I think I think one of these defensive tackles could be a fucking stud, bro. I think one of them could turn out to be a damn stud. I'm just being actually honest.
Criteria, like stud by NFL standard or our standard.
Can be a goddamn beast, bro. Every time he gets out there and acts up, bro, I feel like one of these dudes can develop into being a damn beast, bro. I'm just being real, because they're now like you listen to them, bro. They're free. It's like the genie in the bottle, bro. Right? In Aladdin. Remember the genie was in the bottle? The only way he could get out the bottle was if his master wished him out the bottle, right? But even though he got wished out the bottle, the genie still possessed magic. Well, that's how I feel like with these dudes, bro. They genies in the bottles, bro. They trapped. You know what I mean? They can only do what they're told to do because they're a slave to what it is that they're not. Now they've been wished out the bottle. So now they free, but they still possess that magic. They can go out there and they can do what they want to do now. And I feel like when you let players play free, look at Hunter Renfrow. When they finally let Hunter Renfrow just play free, no one thought that Hunter Renfrow was that good of a wide receiver until John Gruden said, fuck it, just let him do what he wants to do out there, man. If you get him the ball, get him the ball. Just let him do his thing. If it works, then it works. Right? So
give him that James Brown treatment. Just go ahead and let me do my thing.
Yeah, go on and let me do my thing, man. If it work, it work. Everybody get rich. And I mean rich in the benefits of, they get high praise. You know what I mean? Oh, look what he was able to, So when you go out there and just let me do my thing. Let me move it, groove it. You know what I mean? So that's the style of coaching I've been looking for, bro. Like somebody who's more in tune with what the players want and need. You know what I mean?
Okay. So, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that here. I'm not gonna do that here.
What?
I'm gonna wait and say
that's in tune. I want a coach that's in tune with his players, bro. Still be able to game plan, but be able to manage attitudes as well, bro.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. What if we have him, but he doesn't make the playoffs?
Depends on what his record is. I'm just telling you, bro. That I'm not trying to say
oh man, my voice.
He don't deserve the job. I'm telling you what the requirements for him to be considered for the job will be.
Mm-hmm. Now
That's
I've been,
all.
like I said, I've been looking into it because Farrell asked me like the week we were playing the Lions, and I started looking into it. So that's why I was like, man, he was one of the guys that would. He was a dark horse, but he was one of the guys that was on my list. But I just didn't think he would come or we would give him an actual shot. And the fact that he's the one that was selected to be the intern over a couple of other people, that was very eye opening and alarming to me because I
Well,
don't I don't
we
like I know
made that
Mark had a
made that
relationship.
same we made that same statement T for Versace. You know what I mean? He has the players' respect. He has the players' respect. Yeah, I get that. I'm not knocking that. But I am telling you, in order for him to be considered for the head coaching job, to get a real legitimate, I mean, he's already in consideration, but for him to have a legitimate fighting chance, I think they got to make the playoffs, bro. I think they got to make the playoffs. I think you got to go 7-2.
Let me look at the schedule. Hold on. Let me look at the
And
schedule.
looking at the scale, I bet you, I'm telling you, it's doable, bro.
So we got the Jets. I say we get that W because their quarterback is dog shit. Dolphins. I don't want to pick it, but if I had to pick it, I'd lean with the Dolphins because it's an away game and it's an 11 a.m. game. That's gonna be a tough one. Plus, I think that Jets game is gonna be a dogfight. That defense is gonna be ready to play. Then we get the Chiefs. Um, so that could be
Vikings.
back-to-back losses. But then we go into a good week. No, I think we get a bye. Then we go into the week of the Vikings.
Yep.
And then we get the Vikings.
Then we play the
And
Chargers.
then on a short week.
Yep. Literally 4 days. We play on the 10th and the 14th. So I think we get the Chargers. I mean, I think we get the Chargers. And then and what happened?
I don't see 7. With the remainder of our schedule, we don't got 7 in there.
Here go my.
If we get
I
7 wins,
think
I'll
here.
change
I
my
think
tune.
7 in here, and I'm gonna call them out right now. Beat the Jets.
That's
I'm gonna
1.
get ready to tell you right now. Beat the Jets.
Mhm.
Lose to the Dolphins. Lose to the Chiefs. Beat the Vikings. Beat the Chargers. Beat the Chiefs. Beat the Colts. Beat the Broncos. That's 7.
That's still down. That's only 6, isn't it? Wait.
You just got one with the Giants.
Are you including that? Okay.
He coached it. That's 1.
Uh-oh.
I said he has to go 7-2, so that's 1. You 1-0 right now.
3, 4, 5. Mm. Mm. So you got him winning. So do you have him beating the Chiefs earlier the second time? On the road or at home?
Huh?
Do you have us beating the Chiefs on the road or at home? Because if we beat them on the road, I mean, that means we got us winning our last 5 games of the season.
Yeah.
So we get back-to-back losses, then we go on a 5.
Yep. Or beat the Jets, lose to the Dolphins, beat the Chiefs, beat the Vikings, beat the Chargers, lose to the Chiefs, beat the Colts, beat the Broncos. Either way you go, you can take it either way. We're going to lose to the Chiefs one time. But I think we get them one time. It just depends on, is it going to be at home or is it going to be at their house? Their house is Christmas Day. So I would love to get it there. You know what I mean? That's why I want that one. Because that's just on Christmas Day. So who don't want to win on Christmas? I don't want to be upset. Especially since it's at 10 a.m., bro. I don't want to be mad all day.
That Colts game is gonna be dangerous because that's a New Year's Day game.
We beating the Colts, bro. We owe them that. We owe them that, bro.
Tough one.
From that
We
Jeff
do,
Saturday,
but it's gonna be tough
we
game.
owe them that, bro. We
It's
owe
not the
them
same
that
team though.
shit, bro. We owe them that. Nah, hell nah. And everybody that was here last year that fell to that fluke ass shit, they got it on their mind, bro. We owe them that, bro. We owe them that. That's off top, bro. That's off top. I'm willing to put 100 on that game.
I don't know. I wouldn't do it. I mean, there are some
Hey,
things.
Cash, I can see that, Cash. I can see that.
We're not losing to Miami. Our defense is.
I can see our defense pressure. You know, if they get the amount of pressure that they got today, if they was to apply that to Miami, yeah. But the question is, who guards
They're a
Tyreek
horrible
Hill?
matchup for us.
Who guards Tyreek Hill? That's my only. Who you putting on Tyreek Hill, bro?
No, it ain't Tyreek
I
Hill.
mean-
It's who guards the other guy. Who guards Waddle? Watch, and then by then Claypool's gonna know the offense.
Waddle has been like this year, bro. Up and down with the injuries, bro. I don't even know if he played today. Honestly, I don't even know if he played today. So
it'll be nice if he's injured for us. I'll take that. But I'm saying if he's out there, it's gonna be a long day for them corners, man. Even and Claypool's gonna be in there.
hey, look, if
I
I'm
think he
telling
got
you
the
this
offense
right now,
down.
Cash, if Max Crosby get a good solid hit on Tua, that could end his day, bro. And I was thinking the same thing, all eyes. I was thinking the same thing, all eyes. I mean, I think that's the only corner you got. I think that could actually speed wise, if they had to run straight. I think that's the only one you got that could technically hang with him speed wise.
Who?
Amit.
No, Bennett's faster than me.
No, he's not as skilled
I
as
don't
Amit.
know. Amik has
starting
better
corner.
ball skills.
That's why Amik is the starting corner.
Because we have bad corners. They're not good. I'm
No, we
just
have a
saying
corner that just
Amik
needs
has
to
better
develop.
ball skills.
Bennett is
Yeah,
not
Amik
bad. He just
Who?
Bennett is not bad. He just needs to be developed.
He's young, but
young,
I'm saying
so-
unfortunately you could be young and bad. You're
Yeah.
not good. He had bad technique and bad things that he translate from college to here that you can't do.
That's why
Like pros will
why
take advantage.
in the description of one of my videos today. Yeah, I said it. Did he get cooked? He got cooked. I mean, you're a hater for a meat, cool Kev. You just hate a meat, bro. You ain't even got to come over here commenting about a meat, bro. You hate a meat, bro. We get it. No matter what he do, he gonna get cooked, right?
He's been our best corner though.
For 2 years. For 2 years, bro. He's been our
He's
top
been our
corner.
best corner. I mean, as much as I say it, I mean he's not good. He's still our best corner. He has good ball skills. The problem is the ball has to be in the air for him to excel. And he just has a problem staying with people with his foot, with his foot
But he
speed.
makes up for it when he goes to make the tackles, bro.
Yeah,
I know
that's
you
what
saw
she's
that
doing.
punch out, bro.
The
You
what?
didn't see the punch out? You didn't see the punch out fumble?
No, I missed a bunch of the game. Like I saw some of the game, but then I got busy. I had to start cooking. But like what I needed to see, I saw. And then once the game was in hand, I was like, all right, I know how this is about to go. Once they brought the third stringer in, I was like, yeah, I just wanted to see what the end score would be. I knew we won that game. Yeah,
Yeah.
like that kid was gonna be able to do anything once he got 3 drives in and he just looked rattled and he didn't know what to do. I was like, yeah, this game's over.
Bennett might be our fastest, but when you play with speed but don't know how to use the speed, it becomes a problem. Amik knows how to play with the speed and the skill now from being in the NFL for his years now. You know what I mean? And like I said, like I told you, Amik will eventually be the starting corner once again. You know, y'all don't ever want to put no speck on my name, man. Y'all don't ever want to put no speck on my name, but it's cool. It's cool. I just played the position for a whole lot of years. I just see what I see, bro. I can be honest, I never made it to the NFL. That's my fault, though. I had the talent for it. I just had a fucking terrible ass attitude. I had a bad attitude that I was labeled uncoachable. So that's my fault. But I still know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Bennett is going to be our best corner, and he can learn a lot from Amik. Amik has a lot of information and knowledge. It's just sometimes this doesn't translate to certain players. Certain things just don't translate, but unfortunately he's still our best corner. But he's a great, solid like secondary corner. If he wasn't your primary guy, you'd be happy with Amik. But the fact that he's utilized as a primary corner, a lot of people don't like it.
hey, cool Kev, I got a question, man. Do you ever have anything positive to say about our team? You're supposed to be a Raider fan, but you knock everything that our team does. You're like, none of it is ever good enough. I start to wonder.
I thought that was my title.
Start to wonder, man. Somebody say something about somebody, you be like, oh, he sucks. He's terrible. He did this. Remember when? I'm just wondering. Just thinking, man. Just contemplating these things, man. It seems like you got a lot of bad things to say about the squad, bro. Just a question. Peters is just to hand me away from retirement. Man, why y'all wish harm on people that's out there that did good, man? Should he have caught the ball? Yes. Yes, somebody please get that man some stickums, like Sam asked earlier in the show. Can we please get that man some stickum? Because he needs it. That shit was delivered to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what happened?
What?
No, you said what was delivered to him.
Oh, shit. The fucking ball was delivered to Marcus Peters. He dropped it.
I think he has some of the best hands on our defense. So, I mean, it happens.
I don't know. I'm starting to think Amik got the best hands on our defense.
I mean, he's making a case for it, but I mean, stats don't lie.
I mean, he catch the ball even when it don't hit him in the hands. He catch the ball. Marcus Peters get the ball in his hands. Bro, he has dropped 4 interceptions this year already. 4. He should be leading the NFL right now with 5. He should have 5 interceptions right now, bro. 5. And like 4 PBUs. That's what I'm saying, Cash. I'm bro, like he's dropped 5, bro. He should be leading the NFL with like 5, 6 interceptions this year, bro. He's created 2. You know what I mean? That's how Nate Hobbs got his tonight. That's how Robert Spillane got it one a couple of weeks ago. You know, so I mean, he's getting the PBUs. But man, when they hit you in your hand, brother, you gotta catch them, bro. You gotta catch those, Brody. Because you don't just get gifts like that. Nah, J-Dog, I think he would have dropped it, bro. I think he would have dropped it. I'm glad Amik got it. because I think he would have dropped it. And you see Amik out jumped him to get the ball. Amik out jumped everybody to get that ball, bro.
Oh, I remember now. I remember what y'all talking about. Yeah. Nah.
Trying to see if we gotta highlighted that. I know we do. Yep.
Just to show Kev. I remember that play now.
I know I'll probably get in trouble for it, but I'm gonna share it anyway. We're gonna take a look at this play.
Just play it in reverse. Flip it.
I can't do that.
Can't do what?
Flip it right now. Boom. Look. Yeah, I'm good with that, bro. I'm good with that. I can't complain with that defense. And you look at Marcus Peters afterwards, he's like, damn. He mistimed it anyway. He mistimed it. You know? Amik timed it perfect. Got the ball. I mean, what more can you ask of a player, man?
Just happy one of them caught it. That's all I was happy about. Either one of them was going to catch it. I was happy that it was caught.
I mean, yeah, he just threw something up, but you got to take advantage of those. Marcus Peters had no opportunity to catch that. He would have dropped.
He did. He did. Stop.
No, he didn't.
He was there. They ran into each other. His hands were there.
His hands were not there, bro.
When you play, you'll see it.
I'm looking at a guy that would have dropped the ball, bro. I'm just being honest.
Didn't he get a pick six?
I'm looking at his position. I'm looking at how he's going for the ball, bro. I feel like he would have dropped it.
Okay.
He's trying to catch it like a wide receiver. Amik turned around and caught and faced the ball and caught it. That's the difference. So Amik is headed into his jump right now. Marcus Peters is looking at the ball right now, but look how he's playing it. You gotta look at how people position themselves, right?
Nothing showing.
You gotta take a look at how people position themselves. So right now, I don't know why I got closed caption on. My apologies. The ball is right here, right? You got Amik here. You got Peters here. Amik is already in his realm of playing the ball. The wide receiver is playing the ball as well because he's looking back at it too, right? He continues to run because he thinks it's going a little bit further. Marcus Peters is playing the ball like a wide receiver. He's a little bit further back. Who really has a better opportunity of catching that ball, right? But you see Amik is playing the ball like a defender. He's not playing the ball like a wide receiver. He's playing the ball like a defender. So as you continue to roll the play, even if Amik is not there, he doesn't make that catch.
Keep playing it. Play it in slow motion. Play it in slow motion. He's there.
It is in slow motion.
No, keep playing it, and you'll see he'll be in position to catch it. It's just Amik made the play. You can't just say he wasn't going to catch it. You can have an opinion. I don't think
he's catching it past his hands. It
They
passed
ran
his
into each other at
hands.
that point. You know that, right? They hit each other. At that point, they hit each other, and Meek held on to the ball.
It already passed his hands.
Dirty. If they don't run into each other, he's running right under the ball. Yes, he can literally jump, and look, they hit each other. So that turns him off the trajectory, and a Meek is already in position, and he still catches it. He
No,
catches
it
that ball.
floated over him. I'm just saying.
That's only because he got bumped, Dirty. If Meek is not there, he runs right under it.
If you claiming that the bump is why he didn't catch it, so is that the reason why Meek caught it? Because of the bump?
No, Meek caught it through contact. It was the contact. But he bumps off Peters. That's why Peters' hands just stop. They don't go nowhere because he gets out the way.
Just saying, his hands are up like a wide receiver, bro. You can see it right there. You can
Yeah,
see
to
he's
make a play,
still playing the ball
and catch a ball.
He didn't even see a Meek because he's looking back.
To make a play.
I know.
Yeah,
All eyes. They never touched until he touched the Meek's legs.
Man, watch the other angle, man. There's another angle to the play. Watch the other angle. They touch. Like y'all just looking at this one angle from the backside. If you look at the side angle that they showed during the game, they hit each other. Like, come on, man. Like, don't get me wrong. Meek definitely made the play. Could Peters have made the play? Absolutely. Has Peters made the play before this year? He absolutely has. So, like, to sit here and say he wouldn't have,
Sorry, I don't think he would have made the play. I'm just being honest, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm not following your opinion. I'm just saying, I mean, he's made a play already this year. So to sit here and say he can't, I mean, I think it's doing it just justice. Now, has he dropped balls? Absolutely. So you can make an argument, but hey, you can make an argument both ways. He's dropped balls. I just think he wouldn't have caught it. Hey, I know he got a pick six, where he had to catch a ball and show athleticism, and he has.
That was a terrible pass that was thrown straight to him, bro.
So was that.
But to catch that right there, you got to make a play for that, bro. I'm sorry. That was a pass that was thrown up in the air, bro, for anybody, and you got to make a play on it. And unfortunately, I'm sorry. I feel like the play that he was making, I think it would have been outside of his reach. Like I saw it go past his hands. That's why I'm telling you, he wouldn't have caught it.
The only difficulties on that ball was our two defenders not communicating. That's the only difficulty that was on that ball. That was an easy ball. That was like
instead of him going up to get the ball, he went forward, and it was
to run through the ball.
His reach, bro.
Yeah, you run through the ball. You run through the ball like you run through the tape. You know, when you jump or you dive, you lose speed. When you keep running, you run through the ball, you keep your speed. When you jump or dive, you lose your speed. Like that's what everyone. I mean, you can play as many times as you want. It's gonna be the same result. Nothing's gonna change.
But I'm just saying, look how he played the ball. I'm just saying the way
he plays like everyone played it. You know who played the ball like that? Deion Sanders. You know who played the ball like that? Champ Bailey. You know who played the ball like that? Charles Woodson. Like you can sit here and say that all the greats have played the ball like that.
They haven't even touched, bro. Look at where his hands are.
Their bodies touched, man. Like you're looking from one angle. Go to the other angle then. Go to the other angle.
He would not have caught that, bro. I'm sorry. He wouldn't have caught it.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have caught it, bro. He wouldn't have
interceptions on the season now then. He's made harder catches this year.
He has
that was a duck.
That's my other thing.
That was a duck.
Bro.
Yeah, but that pass was a duck.
He has 1 for 5, bro. And the one that he has was a terrible ass pass. And I'm glad he caught it and took it to the house.
Yeah, just like this one. This was a terrible ass pass.
Last week. Or we would only have 7 points last week, right? So I'm just saying, bro, like
But
He's got to
that's
work. He's got to
ridiculous.
work on his hands, bro. That's all we're saying. He needs some stickums. He should have 5. He only has 1. We know Marcus Peters to have some of the best hands and on defense. I just want to see where they at. That's all I'm asking. Where they at?
Mm-hmm.
Where they at?
Where he been at? He drops a lot of them. He's been known to drop a lot. But yeah, he still leads like most corners, the active corners with the most interceptions. So I mean, as much as he drops, he still catches a bunch. He's still in position to have an opportunity to get an interception.
I'm sorry, Terrence. The wide receiver gave up on that play. I'm sorry. That was a good
No,
pass. I'm sorry. That was a good pass. If the wide receiver,
no, that was a terrible pass.
nah,
That was a
if the
terrible
wide receiver,
pass. It was severely underthrown.
It's a good 50-50 pass because if you got a better wide receiver, he plays the ball better. This guy played the ball horribly, bro. He was already in position. Why are you still moving? You see the ball's coming down, come back to the ball. He played the ball horribly, bro. Horribly. But
it was an overall bad ball. He was open at one point, but the way it was thrown, it was just a bad ball. Like look at like where he's running, the ball's on going to the opposite hash.
I'm happy with the turnover, nigga. I don't give a fuck.
I am too. I think the only 2 wide receivers on that play were our guys.
That's all I'm saying. I'm telling you who the best corner on the team is with hands right now, and who should it be? But he needs some work. That's all we're saying. I'm not shitting on him. I'm just saying his hands need some work. Where they at? Because I'm used to this man picking shit off. Where your hands at, brother? Need to see them hands. That's all I'm saying, bro. I want to see some hands, man. I want to see some hands from my boy Marcus Peters, because I can't say shit about him. I asked for him to be here, so I can't dog walk him. But what I can say is, hey man, where them interceptions at, bro? Because they've been right in your hands and you've been dropping them. If you miss something like this, then you miss timing. Okay, cool, that's fine. But when you have them dead in your hands and you drop them, that's what I got the problem with. That's all I'm saying.
But that's how both of them are.
5 hit him dead in his hands, man. You know what I mean?
That's why the Rams let him go. The Rams and the Ravens let him go because he would do that. The easiest interceptions he always drops, and then he makes some spectacular catch and catches some like obscene one. Like he doesn't make the easy plays for some odd reason. He makes hard plays, but he makes plays. He gets interceptions. He's in position to have them, and honestly, he should have a lot more interceptions. It shouldn't even be close between him and Peterson. On still active quarterbacks to lead the league with interceptions, like all time. But it is what it is. I didn't want him. I wanted him just for his knowledge as like a player's coach, but I didn't want him on the field. I knew what he was and what he was going to be. He's going to be terrible, and he is. He's well past his prime. He don't have foot speed like that. He's going to get beat, and the only reason he makes plays is guys are inaccurate. But when he goes up against accurate quarterbacks, man, they're terrible. I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, we have a bunch of 2 and 3 cornerbacks. We don't have a number 1 yet. And people we keep talking about them like these are supposed to be number 1. They're not number 1 corners. They're number 2 and number 3. And if they play like they're 2s and 3s, I can't be mad at that. And honestly, both our corners are playing like 2s and 3s. I'm not mad at it.
Hey, look, as long as they get the job done, that's all I care about. I don't care how many yards you give up. I care about how many points you give up.
And that's the ultimate goal.
In the end, that's all that matters. I don't care if you give up 35 yards on a pass. Did you give up the touchdown? No. Do we lose by yards or by points? What we counting? What go up on the scoreboard? Yards or points? In the main scoring column, what go up there? Points or yards? You give a fuck about how many yards. Then you can put up 1,000-yard game on me. I don't care if my defense gave up 1,000 yards today. They only gave up 6 points, and I put up 30. I don't give a shit about stopping nobody for yardage. I care about points. And that's all I'm caring about. Talk to me about anything else, I don't want to hear. I want to hear about how many points did we give up. Only 6. Oh, that was a fluke ass touchdown. All right, cool. I'm fine with that. I don't give a shit about, well, you gave up 597 yards. I don't give a shit. Them yards was all for fucking nothing. If you didn't get no points out of it, them yards was for nothing. I don't see the problem here. I don't see the problem.
Yeah, I don't want to give up 5 yards. That just means the other team. That just means the other team is inept at scoring.
Hey, it can mean a whole lot of things. When I look at 4th down conversions and 3rd down conversions, I see it plays heavily into my favor. The fact that they weren't able to convert because of the defense.
I mean, if it's one game, then yeah, I can agree it's an anomaly. But if it's multiple games you're doing that, no, you have a problem.
A lot of games, though. That's what I look at in a lot of games. I look at the box scores. I look at the box scores. I see what happens, right? But then I look at the main score. The main score tells me a lot. It tells me a lot. You know what I mean? And that's all that matters to me in the end is that final score. That final score just so happened to be 30-6 today. Yeah. And hopefully it continues to be the final score in our favor. You know, I feel like we deserve that. I feel like we have somebody at the helm right now who can oversee this team, you know what I mean, in the manner that it needs to be seen and be productive. Do I want him to keep his job? Hell yeah. I want the man to be the head coach. I'd give it to him now. But that'd be too soon to just say, hey, I mean, it's based on one game. I need to see some more. But from what I seen tonight, bro, I'm rooting for him. I was rooting for him before the game started. I was rooting for him when he got the job. Like, okay, yeah, let's go. Anybody but Josh McDaniels. And then you're going to give me somebody from the CPT? Oh, come on, man. I'm good with that, bro. I take that all day long.
Only thing wrong is he was a jackrabbit. That's the only thing wrong.
Hey, you know, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is, man. You know, some of the best players play at the best schools, bro.
I know. Just couldn't stand that school.
I seen him play at Mount Sac. I had some homies on the team at the time. I seen him play at Mount Sac. I probably played against him in high school at some point in time. Strong possibility. Or seen him at a camp or one of those that shit we used to do, man. It wasn't flag, but passing league. I probably passed him in some passing league or something at some point in time. But
today, I will say today, I still don't see we still don't have an identity yet. I was trying to see if we have one of those, but you know, it's been a short week.
No, I was saying what's up to Power and Success.
I salute Power. Salute everybody in the chat who said what's up, man. Sorry if I'm not looking at chat right now, but I'm salute everybody. Thanks for everybody. Hit the like button. Post this for everybody to see. Subscribe to the channel. Get these numbers up. But honestly, yeah, like next week I kind of want to see if we do the same thing. I want to see us establish an identity. That's what I think he needs. Like if he can establish those things and get us more consistent with more consistency, I don't see how we don't give him an offer. If he's willing to accept it or not is on him. But yeah, if we get an identity, we develop more. We start to see more character from the guys, more personality. I honestly don't see how we can not offer this man a job. Yeah, I mean, numbers are misleading right now. I mean, especially with what they were going through. I think they had a couple of injuries, so they didn't have like their number ones. I mean, but they still had a solid line. I think our offensive line looked better against their defensive line at times. Now, granted, they did have some lapses, but I think they held up. The pocket was nice. The pocket was better. I think the scheme was so much better. Um, I mean, there's a lot of quick more routes. We utilize our skill players and skill positions and getting guys the ball in positions where they can actually attack. I mean, it was just an overall better organization of the offense, not just stagnant and just stuck in their way. Like, don't get me wrong, Josh McDaniels can scheme. The problem is that during the game you have to adapt and make adjustments, and we made those adjustments. Like, you seen the Giants make adjustments. Okay, where they were going to be like heavy to double and triple team Devontae, and then you start seeing O'Connell start utilizing other players. He wasn't getting the ball to Da as much. Then when they shifted away and started putting the covers on to cover more of the field and take the doubles away, you start seeing Devontae get the ball more. So I like seeing in-game adjustments. That was really nice to see. It was amazing to see, not nice to see. I was so happy to see that. Like I said, like I just seen a lot of good things, but to give a proper assessment, I couldn't do it on this game. It was awesome to see us put 30 points up. It was awesome to see us be dominant at times, but then it was also alarming to see that a team you could dominate um, that was very ill-equipped with a third-string quarterback be able to move as good as they can move sometimes. Like that was kind of alarming to me. So it's, you know, there's some definitely things that we need to work on still. Some definitely things that are still an issue that carried over.
Yeah.
Um, there are deficiencies that I would like to see what's the improvement going to be from next week to this week. From next week, how much they improve from this week. That's what I want to see. But
It's one
you
game at a
know,
time. It's definitely one game at a time. The first
hmm
thing I wanted to see was if the energy was going to come back in the building, if the will to win was going to come back into the building. Everything else started to fall into place from there. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not putting everything in the basket for this game. I'm just what I tuned in for this game was to see, was this team going to be able to bounce back? Were they too far gone to the point where they probably is going to take more? But what I saw today, like I said, I tuned in to see the energy, bro. I wanted to see how this team was going to respond, what they were going to do, if there was any way to the love of the game could be reinstalled into these guys. And that's what I saw today. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm happy. Because long as there's still life, you know what I mean, anything from that point is possible. But if all the life would have been sucked out the team, bro, it wouldn't have mattered who you put at head coach, bro. You could have cloned John Gruden and brought John Madden, bro. You could have cloned John Madden, bro, and brought him back, bro. It wouldn't have helped. It wouldn't have mattered. The life of the team was gone already. But when you get somebody to take that little amber that's still kind of burning and get it to turn into a nice roaring campfire, then you know what? You got something going. You got something going. Now we can start cooking. Grab me some pots and pans. That's what I wanted to see this week. And that's what I saw. So get ready to head up out of here, man. You tell people what you got going on, man. What the deal is.
like I said, now I got a voice again. Um, I'll be posting some things up. Like I said, I did want to get a reaction video. Like I was I ain't gonna lie, I was happy as hell to see that, man. I ain't been as happy, like I ain't been that happy in a while to see a man get fired, but I was so happy to see that man get walked out the door during the Christmas, during the Halloween party. Like, yeah, don't even show up to the Halloween party. They pulled up to the door. Hey, you know what? You can't come in. Hey, you're gonna have to call Mark. What do you mean you're gonna have to call Mark? You can't come into this party.
Hey,
And I
that's
get
a nice
walked out.
costume. What you supposed to be, the head coach? It's a nice
Yeah,
costume.
like I like that. That was a nice touch, especially with what I knew and how much disrespect that man had for a bunch of people and how he was just disrespectful to people. Like I was so happy to see it, to hear it and to see it and to know how it played out before it played out. Like I said, I told you before, I knew he was gonna get walked out. Um, I think if the Lions would have did us more dirty than that, he would have got walked out just like he wouldn't have made the tarmac. Um, but yeah, you can find me at Up for Review on Instagram, Twitter, or X, and as well as YouTube. There'll be some things coming up. But yeah, man, I promise I'll be more exciting. Like I said, I'm just resting my voice, man. I'm not
I mean,
trying to emo.
keep that same energy, bro. You good?
Oh,
Keep that.
the energy is gonna
This
be
one,
bright. Like I
this
said,
was one of your best shows ever, bro. This was one of your best appearances ever.
oh, no yelling, no yelling or whatever.
Yelling and screaming.
No.
This is one of your best appearances ever.
Oh yeah. Oh no, but yeah, keep that same energy as the theme this year, man. For a bunch of people and content creators who've had their tune and change, and
Look,
for all y'all who
agreeing with you tonight when you wasn't yelling. You had some people on your side, people that don't even side with you like T.
I didn't even see it. And the crazy part, I didn't even get to see it. Like my phone's over there. I'm just talking on my microphone.
Nah, people was
Uh,
agreeing with you tonight, man.
I mean, they should agree with me every night because I'm not wrong.
Good.
It's just people don't want to agree with what I'm right about because it sucks to have to agree to know what it, it wasn't what they wanted to hear, but it was the truth. Sorry, like the truth hurts. And I just been truthful every time I said things. You know, I'm not going to sugarcoat or sell you fairy tales or wolf tickets like a bunch of other people have been doing. I don't play by those rules. I don't sell wolf tickets. I don't hope or wish or sell optimism when the truth is right in front of your face. Like I'm gonna be real, I'm gonna be raw, I'm gonna be 100. And if I'm wrong, I'm gonna be wrong. I remember you was telling me about Will Levis. I didn't think the kid had it in him, but he's been hella coached up. I was wrong about my judgment on him. I think that kid might take the job at Tennessee. I could admit I'm wrong. I didn't think Will would be able to do it. I thought he didn't have that much talent around him. I think he had more talent around him at Kentucky than what was let on. But no, it was him. He seems to be that dude. He was that dude. I was wrong.
So I would have been the one quarterback I probably would have been cool with.
Yeah. But
That
I don't know. I think
that's
ALC had a better. I think ALC melded better with Josh McDaniels. I think Will Levis would. They would have bumped heads too much. I think the guy we drafted was the right guy to draft for the position with that coaching staff. I think Josh McDaniels would have killed Will Levis. Like he would have had a Matt Barkley or Josh Rosen type of career if Josh would have got his hands on him.
I told you this guy's a quarterback killer, bro.
I told you that. And people didn't want to believe me. I had to become with statistics. Remember that whole argument I had with Phil?
I've been saying this dude was a quarterback killer, bro, for a while. I mean, I don't think we've ever disagreed on that.
No, yeah, everyone else was disagreeing. I was like, bro, I had to go back all the way to Sam Bradford and when he was with the Rams. Like, bro, he ruined the guy who won Rookie of the Year without you, and then you tear him apart. And the guy's out the league in like 4 years after. Make it make sense. And y'all telling me this guy's a quarterback guru?
I think Jay Cutler could have been better had Josh McDaniels never got his hands on him. I think Tebow could have had a better career had he went to a different quarterback. I mean, different
Kyle
coach.
Orton.
And Kyle Orton. Like, I mean, I don't even want to bring it up, but
Mac Jones.
DC was way better than anything he was under Josh McDaniels, bro. By far his worst season ever, bro. By far his worst season ever. You know what I
Everybody
mean?
had that worst season with them outside of what Tom Brady and what Matt Castle.
I wouldn't
I
even
think
say
that's
Matt.
it.
I think it's just Brady.
Well, wait, he didn't coach Matt Castle actually. I think no, he
Brady.
coached Jimmy. He didn't coach Matt Castle. I don't think.
He coached Tom,
Jimmy
Jimmy,
and Mac Jones.
Mac Jones, and Jacoby Brissett.
Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah,
I get him Jacoby Brissett, but Jacoby Brissett, he's a dog, man. I would have liked him.
he had to get out. He knew if he stayed there, it wasn't no way he was gonna play. Wasn't no way he was gonna play. So, you know, he had his opportunities, man. I think he should have had better careers, but I think when he got to Indianapolis, and the Indianapolis was kind of like Detroit was back in the day, just no blocking up front, and their quarterbacks was getting killed. That's why Peyton left, because the line was getting bad. Couldn't take those hits, and that's what killed Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck was taking them hits, bro. Yeah, so yeah, unfortunately, shit happens. But I appreciate you pulling up, man. I appreciate everybody tuning in, man. It's been a blast. It's been fun. As always, y'all know how we do, man. 50 billion things on the face of the planet you could be doing. The fact that you allow me to grace your screen for any amount of time is greatly appreciated by me and my co-host for the evening, the one, the only up for review, Mr. Jay Tizzle. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, no matter how much it rains, you can never stop the sun from shining. You know what, Raider Nation? Fuck who hates you. Who fucking loves you? Go get your sunshine, man. We out. Peace. Mm-mm.